Hello, today we are going to do a 20-minute workout and a 10-minute stretch. I'm going to use my sliders, both of these. If you don't have sliders, you can use paper towels, I guess you could use paper towels, 2 cloths, like hand towels, or you could use paper plates. They all work. So you just need something to slide and a hard surface. It's basically all. We are going to go pretty full out for 20 minutes. So if you need to take a break to get water, totally fine, but try not to take any unnecessary pauses because we want our heart rates to get up for 20 minutes. So we are going to start with 10 jumping jacks, just something to kind of get us bouncing. Now I'm going to run in place. I'm going to do high knees just because I really want my heart rate to start going up. Oh, by the way, we're in the new space. We put hardwood flooring down in our spare bedroom. Okay, 10 squats. I forgot to set my watch again every time. And 10. All right, I'm gonna grab one slider. Whew, okay, I am going to set it down under my left foot. Now, we're going to not necessarily pretend like we're pushing. We're going to do it out to the side today. So I want you to start with both knees slightly bent, and then at the same time, we're going to push out and bend our other knee. So I have the slider under my left foot, so at the same time that I push it out, I'm going to bend my right knee, like that. The goal here is to try to keep your knee straight. We're gonna do probably 10. When you do this, if you are a skater, and just in general, if you need to work on your posture, try to engage your lower back so that you don't fall like this. I've totally lost count. We'll do 3 more. Last one. All right, now just so my leg doesn't die, I'm going to switch feet. Now I have the slider under my right foot, slight bend in both knees, drop down to a deep bend in the other knee. If you are skating, and you want to practice with your arms up, that's really good too. If you can, get kind of the feeling of pointing your free leg. Make sure that knee is staying straight. We'll do 3 more. Good. All right, stretch it out a little. Now we're going to bend, I'm going to bend my right knee and into that deep bend like we just had. But with the free leg, I'm going to bring it in. When I bring it in, I'm going to bend it to try to match that knee, then push it back out. That'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. The bent knee will start shaking a lot. That's totally okay. 2 more. 10. All right, we will do a few more of these, so don't get too relieved. All right, now the opposite foot. Bring it in, push out. Keep your back engaged, keep your abs engaged. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. All right. Now I'm going to do this at a slight angle and back like I am pushing this same exercise. So I'm going to be down on a nice deep bend on my right leg. And then instead of pushing out to the side, I'm going to push at a diagonal in the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now the other leg. I feel the burn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice I'm keeping the hips square. 8, 9, 10. All right, now I'm gonna grab my other slider. Now we're gonna do some floor work with these. So what I'm going to do is put both feet on the sliders. Now don't get scared, we're not gonna do some like split work, but I'm gonna crawl out to both hands. So I'm in this like push-up plank position. And then I'm going to pull both legs at the same time. Make sure you're really on your sliders. With a strong back, I'm going to use my core to pull my legs in and then push them back out at the same time. For 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you can keep your legs straight, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, chill, take a few breaths. Okay, now we're gonna go back out, this time a little wider, and then one at a time we're gonna bring our knees in and across, in and across. Three, oops, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right, come back up. Stretch it out. All right, while we're up, we're gonna do 10 more squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're gonna go back out to that position, the last position. I need to stretch my wrists out. All right, for this one, my sliders don't stay under my feet well enough to do this with the sliders. If you can, cool, because that friction will add a little bit of resistance. But I'm just going to go into that same position, but my feet are a little closer together on this one. Engage your abs on this and your back, and you're gonna pull your knees in like you're running. Yikes. Okay. Now after quite a few of those, I'm gonna do it at the diagonal, our first time that we did it. So it's same runners, but I'm gonna go at a diagonal. So it kind of works the side of my abs. Keep your hips square so you're not opening like that. Few more. Ooh, okay, good job. I'm gonna grab one slider and I'm going to put it under my left foot. Now this one, make sure you have enough room in front and in back to fully extend your leg. I'm going to bend my right knee into a deep bend, and I'm going to push my left foot out in front And then using my leg and my hip, I'm gonna move it around to the back position, then pull it into and position. We're gonna do 10 of these. Engage your core as you do this. Remember to always keep the leg that you're bending, keep that knee straight. Move it to the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, my hip popped. Okay, other side. I'm gonna bend my left leg, push my right one out in front, same thing. And you don't have to stop forward and back like I was when I was originally showing you. You can just bring it around. Try not to open the hip. Try to keep it square. Keep this knee down, strong. 2 more. Okay, good. Now switch sides again. This time we're gonna start in back and do the opposite motion. So you're gonna move it forward. So from back, forward, 2, 3. I can feel my knee moving a little bit. 4. This was harder. 5, 6, 7, 8. I keep losing it and then I have to hold this even longer. 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. Push that one in back. Move it forward. This one, I feel my right hip opening. It shouldn't be. Try to keep it square. Last one. Oh, that one didn't hurt as much. Not quite as much. Okay, oh wait, why did I put that down? Okay, you're gonna need both, so grab the other one for this exercise. We're gonna use both just so one side of our body isn't necessarily more sore than the other. We're gonna equal it out. Whew. Okay, on this one, we're gonna go back to that push-up position. On this one, we're again gonna go to the side, so make sure you have enough room that you're not gonna kick something. So let me make sure. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so on this one, also another note, you can do this like this if you need to. I might actually do that because my wrist is starting to hurt. So move your slider. Oh wait, I didn't go far enough. So I'm gonna move my left leg out and in, out and in. This one's a hard one, so don't go further than you can do. You don't want to strain your muscle too much. We're just going to do one more set of these after this. So 5 on each side. And then we're going to take a break. If you really want to challenge, hold the plank during this time that I'm just breathing and relaxing before we get back into it for 5 more on each side. Okay, I'm gonna try this one on my arms. I like to switch stuff up. I get bored easily. Okay, stretch it out. Try to make your back as flat as you can. Move the left one out. Oh, move the right one out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Good job. Almost 20 minutes. One more exercise. Okay. From here, just because we always should, I'm going to push my sliders out I was gonna use my mat, but we don't need to even use the mat. If you want, grab your mat right now. Now we're just gonna do 2 minutes of abs probably. So on your back, lay out in this position. So it's like kind of a crunch. Make sure you're really trying to press your tummy down. I'm gonna stretch my legs out and just pedal like I'm on a bike. You can put your arms here if you want a different. I'm a little sore, so I'm just gonna leave my hands out like this. Just pedal it out. Remember on this one not to lay back too much. You always wanna be engaged and pushing your belly button down toward the floor. This is so not a cute look for your chin most of the time. A few more. Okay, good. Okay, real quick. Lay it all the way down and relax. I should have got my mat out because I'm gonna need it to stretch in a few minutes. Whatever. Okay, on this one, I'm gonna be up in a slight crunch, not like a good one, but my legs are up like this in a tabletop position, and then I'm just gonna tap my heels one at a time. This looks so easy, and it's so not. That's 5 on each side. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Oh man. Okay. Now, side note, not really side note, just a note. If you do that without a mat, you might get the floor a little slippery if you're sweaty. If you are gonna skate after, make sure you wipe it down. If you have a mat, use the mat so you don't get the floor gross and sweaty. I know this from experience because a lot of routines that I've had and that I've created, I have a lot of floor work, as much as it's allowed. So my skaters will like roll on the floor for something, and then we have to make sure that we don't skate right through that spot right after, because a lot of times they will have just warmed up and they'll do that, and then they roll through it and they're already sweaty from the warm up, so they slip in their own sweat. It's not a good feeling. Okay. Ooh, my heart rate's pretty high. All right. I am going to stretch it out a little bit. One side at a time. Okay. You guys, stretch marks are a real thing. I have stretch marks on the inside of my thighs, and I really honestly don't think it was ever from getting fat. It was just from growing my muscle too quickly, that my skin just like stretched out too much. Yeah, it's all right. It's part of life. When I do this stretch, I try to stretch to the front and try to leave my leg so that it gets like pulled this way as I go forward. And then I kind of make my way to my foot. And then, man, my side right here. Hold that for a bit. Now the other side. Stretching can be so boring because you just have to hold those positions. So I do try to kind of meditate through my stretching. If you catch me remaining silent, that's why. I try to just kind of be still and really stretch it out. Try not to think too much. My neighbors are playing music, so right now there is actual music playing that I can hear. Okay, we're gonna do this other stretch laying back. We're gonna cross our right foot over our left leg and then pull the left leg. But try not to pull it so that your right leg goes like that. Try to brace your right knee with your elbow. Oh, my ponytail is in like the perfect spot to not allow me to lay down. That sucks. I'm like laying on my ponytail. All right, switch. Ooh, this one is tight. My cat's food is also right here. So when I turn my head this way, I can smell their food. It's gross. One more deep breath in this position. All right. I like to put my legs up like this and just flex real tight. Whew. All right, the next stretch I'm gonna do is for my hip. We did a lot of that around stuff, so your hips may be a little tight. I'm gonna start with bending my right leg and putting my left leg in back like this. Now, if you can't get super low to the mat, that's totally fine. If you're up like this, that's still gonna stretch the front of your hip out. But if you can, if you get closer to the mat, then your right leg is really gonna get stretched out and the front of your left leg. Try to make your left leg straight as well. And then if you sit up, it'll stretch your back. Really stretches a lot, to be honest. I start with my hips and my shoulders square to the front, and then I like to rotate because that pushes the front of my hip a little extra. Well, maybe it's my hand that pushes it, who knows. I've seen people that are really flexible be able to like lay back in this position. I am working on my flexibility of my back, but I am definitely not there yet. All right, switch sides. So now my left leg is bent. My right leg goes out and back. Find a comfortable-ish position. This one, the right front of my hip, the front of my right hip is not as tight as my left was. So this one is actually stretching like from my butt down and back on my left side. Very interesting. All right, and then I rotate a little. I try to hold the stretches for like at least 15 seconds each, but I pretty much just hold it until I get bored.